Hong Kong people produces 17,000 tons of garbage per day. Such an amount equals to the size of 340 double-decker buses. The Hong Kong government is currently adopting the method of landfilling to treat waste. However, this landfilling sites will be saturated one by one very soon.
The Triangle landfill will be saturated in 2015. It will last only 6 more years even if it is extended. The landfills in Tuen Mun and Tai Kung Lane will be saturated in 10 years' time. It is definitely one of our major concerns of how we treat our deposited waste in an alternative way and causing the least damage to our environment.
Hong Kong in its early years was actually adopting incineration to treat waste. In its high time, there were even a total of 4 incineration plants in Hong Kong, distributed at
Kwai Chung, Canadian Town, Mui Bo, and Lai Chi Kwok, respectively. However, the Hong Kong government was concerned about the severe air pollution problem and it closed down all its incineration plants by 1990.
Then, what about nowadays? Is incineration really a fully clean and a satisfactory waste treatment method? To answer these questions, we first have to understand how these incineration plants work.
The waste begins its conversion into energy at the bunker. The garbage is lifted to the top of the chute by grapple hooks. The hooks can lift 3 tons of garbage at a time. The garbage is dropped down the chute and into the incinerator. At the bottom of the incinerator, the leftover ash and metal drops out. Magnets pull out the metal. The ash ends up in roads, and the metal is recycled to make rebar. Some of the ash is unrecyclable and goes to the landfill. The heat generated by the burning garbage is turned into steam.
The steam is then traverses through this pipe and goes over to the adjacent paper mill.
Using steam means that the Norampak plant no longer needs to use fossil fuels to meet their power needs.
After we have seen the introduction, you should now have a brief idea of how incineration plants work. Moreover, we can see that incineration plants actually have a few benefits.
First, it processes a huge amount of waste per day. Second, the steam it produces turns on the turbines and converts heat energy to useful electricity. Thirdly, it reduces the volume of the garbage to about 200 times smaller than its original size. Fourth, it offsets the production of methane from garbage.
Despite of all these merits, there are still people all over the globe who protest against the use of incineration. Let's see how the people react.
Just worried that down the line somewhere we're going to get a huge incinerator pumping out toxic fumes, people will be breathing them in. I've got a young family, I don't want them to be living in a neighbourhood where there's going to be, toxins and dioxins and all sorts just blowing about in the air.
Nobody seems to listen to us. We're worried for the children. There's a school there, it's an infant and junior school. Those little children are going to be breathing in all the fumes, all the pollution, and it's just getting worse and worse, and it's not making it a nice place for people to live anymore.
In another part of the world, Gloucestershire, technicians from the incineration plants will explain to you why incineration is not harmful to our environment. Let's see what she says.
We have enforcement agencies like the Environmental Protection Agency who watch everything we do. So we have our own standards, but we have them watching us as well and taking our emissions on board.
So, after listening to the arguments from both sides, which side do you think is more believable? Feeling frustrated? Take a look at my essay and you will find an answer. With supporting figures and research, I will show you why incineration is the best solution to our waste treatment problem here in Hong Kong.